This is Fredrik Nordström from Unrevealed. You're listening to Rockum Radio. Have fun.
After 7 years of studio silence, what inspired Dream's Evil return with Metal God?
It was just like we are being a pretty lazy band, and it's not our full-time thing. So, we have been talking after 2 years after making the previous album, as we were not really super happy with that album 6.
Mm-hmm.
And we said we had to do a new album, and there was just talking and then we get the new drummer in, and we were just talking. That was the problem. And then 3 years ago, we decided, now we have to fucking do the album. And we met up in the studio one time in a week, and somebody brought an idea, and we start working on songs we had. So when we had like kind of 25 songs, we decided we had to set the date when we're going to record the album. So we set the date, and a month before we started doing that, we decided to meet up in the studio and decide what song are we going to record. And to be honest, we left some really good ideas behind. We're going to take them up later on.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was too much work to finish them off. So we just decided, okay, this is the song we're going to do. So we actually recorded 14 songs.
14 songs?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the record label, the plan was, because we have been out of any release for so long time, we decided to have 14 songs on the album, but the record label said, no, it's better to have 10 songs and then release an EP later on. So we have 4 songs lying for the EP.
For the EP.
Yeah. But we are out of contract right now, and but I think we're gonna resign with Central Media again, because they have been, it's a good relationship. It's
awesome. So your first idea was put 14 songs in this album.
Yeah, from the beginning, yes.
From the beginning.
Yeah, but the label thought it was not a good idea, and they're probably right. I don't know. I'm playing guitar.
Okay. What does the title Metal Gods mean to the band, and how is it reflect in the album?
I don't think it's reflecting anything in the album, to be honest, but the thing was, we had co-songwriters on this album for 3 songs, and one of the songs is Metal Gods. And there was actually my colleague. He came to me and asked if he can write some Dream Evil songs with another friend of him that's been growing up with Dream Evil stuff. So I was like, yeah, go for it. And then he wake up one morning and with a big smile on his face, and his girlfriend asked him, what's happened with you? And he was like, looked at her and said, like, Metal Gods. And they went down to the studio and they started writing that song. And we felt like, we are not Metal Gods. So it's going to be stupid if we point ourselves out like that. But Niklas said, our singer said, but I have a great idea for lyrics, because it's like, for me, it's like, I'm at Manowar, Saxon, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, 82, 83. So he wrote the lyrics about how he met metal and how he tribute to Metal Gods. I was like, hey, come on, my biggest metal god is Dio. He should be in there. And then our guitar player said, yeah, but Fredrik, you called the band Dream Evil after an album with Dio. That's tribute enough. So, and also we came to the thing like, if you're going to tribute all metal gods, then that song going to be 40 minutes long. So we decided to keep it short and simple and have it as a single. So that song was actually the single song more or less from the start of the recording. Even if Chosen Force have get most exposure, it seems like people like that Chosen Force better than Metal Gods.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yesterday, when I listened to your album, honestly, I felt all the metal gods you mentioned, Dio, Saxo, everybody was there in a minute because I was checking all the press releases and then there's a present here. There's a present. You hear is I don't know the guy of Saxon, maybe Mr. Ro Halford, the metal gods.
The thing was like actually when we were out playing, a lot of fans always ask us to play a lot of songs from the first album. And so we tried to have a kind of inspiration from the first album for this album.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but maybe, but you know, all of us in the band is like, we had different kind of preferences. Looks like our drummer, he's a big Pantera fan, for example. Then we have the song Fight in the Night that me and him did. And you have I can see that there is a lot of influences from all these people you're talking about. Yes.
All
Because
right.
we're influenced by them. So
Yes. Fredrik, what was the biggest challenge in creating Metal Gods and how did the band overcome it?
the challenge was actually to start doing the album. That was yeah, but you know, we have 13 kids in the band, and so they have been occupying us a lot with different stuff. And so like my sons, they do motocross, and that's a full-time work beside my full-time work, for example.
Okay.
They have grown up a bit more and take care of themselves, so I got free time. So that, I think that was the biggest challenge, and to overcome it was just like, you know, come on, let's do it.
Okay. How would you describe Dream's Evil evolution from your early album, right, to Metal Gods?
Oh, is there any evolution?
Yes, of course. Drama Slayer is amazing. Love it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like after we did Book of Heavy Metal, we stand in front of a choice to, you know, be full-time musicians, and we had the opportunity with the big management, and they want to put us on 8-month tour every year and so on. But then our singer and our bass player said no, so they just quit the band. So we were standing with our singer and bass player for 8 months, and Gus also left the band, so it was only me and Snowy left. And then we had a discussion and said, like, you know, we tried out several singers and stuff like that, and nothing worked out. So we called back Niklas and asked, you know, you want to come back? Yes, he said, yes. I lost kind of my identity without the band, but no fucking 8 months touring and stuff like that. It's going to be easy going. And we were like, yeah, fine. That's fine. So since then we have, you know, Snowy left the band also. And then we have been like, you know, kind of chill hobby project, which is fine with me. Now we're going to do more stuff because most of the kids are grown up and stuff, and we have time to do it. And yeah, but it's just like, the thing with the band is like, when we meet up, even if it's 4 o'clock in the morning on the fucking airport to go play in festival, it's just like everybody's super happy to see each other. We hug, we make jokes, we laugh, we have super fun when we are together. So I want to keep it that way. So I don't want this to be a full-time project.
Could you share an interesting or funny anecdote from the album recording process?
I think not funny, but it was just like it was. Our guitar player had problem with alcohol during that time. He quit now, actually, but he was drunk every day in the studio.
No way.
I mean, like 3 liters of wine.
Like the old time, like the rock stars.
Yeah. So,
Well, it's funny.
yeah, but he quit now.
All right.
Which is good. Which is good, of course.
Okay. All right. I think you have a new drummer.
Yes.
Could you tell us about it?
He actually, as our previous drummer, he was like kind of. We had a festival show, and he was like, "No, I cannot do it. I have vacation." And I was like, "What the fuck is going on? You have vacation and you cannot play a festival?" And he said no to so many shows. I had to call him up and tell him, "Come on, Patrick, you have to be in or out." Okay, I'm out. I'm don't have time for this. I'm occupied with my work and blah 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 blah. Fine, no hard feelings. And then Marcus, our guitar player, said like, "I know a guy. He's super nice. You're gonna love him, and he's a really good drummer. His name is Søren." And I was like, "Okay, bring him in." It was just like that. And then the day I had a guy booked the studio. His name was Søren, and he's going to record drums for a band called Pegando. And he was sitting in the studio and excused himself a little bit because he was, hadn't rehearsed enough. And I was like, "No worries, we sort this out." And he said just suddenly, "By the way, I'm your new drummer." "Oh, it's you! Oh, that's going to be really fun." Because we became best friends like in an instant and been hanging out for several years now, actually. And, so he's still my best friend. And yeah, and he's a good drummer for sure. He is.
Oh, okay. Can you tell us about that collaboration with Jonathan Toppenberg, Tommy Johansson, and Chris Amott on Metal Gods?
Jonathan Toppenberg is one of the songwriters on this album for those 3 songs, and he's a brilliant guitar player. He played guitar and sings in a band called Unguided.
Unguided.
So it felt like, yeah, because also Marcus, our lead guitar player, he felt like, 14 songs. I have a hard time to find good inspiration for all these songs. So I just told him, "Okay, what solos didn't you like?" And he picked out 5 songs. So it's not 3, it's 5.
Right.
So, okay. I call up Chris Amott because he's one of the best lead guitar player I know. Tommy from ex-Sabaton, he has been like helping me with my other company, Fremont Digital. And he's a super nice guy and a good guitar player. So I called him up and he said yes also. And then I called up Andy LaRock because he's an old friend.
Andy LaRock?
Yeah, so he's going to be on the EP. Okay, and also Pontus Nordgren from Hammerfall, because I also like his style of playing and he's a super nice guy. And so we gave him a song. So we just gave 5 songs away.
Wow.
Here, can you do a solo here? And
I didn't know that. Amazing.
Yeah, and it was just like collaboration with friends, more or less. So, and also like Marcus, he's felt like, these 5 songs, I'm not happy with the solos. I need some more time. And I come with the idea, maybe we should invite some friends. Yeah, it's a really good idea, he said. So he was super happy with that. So just thumbs up.
Talking about collaboration, what was it like collaborating with Patrick Ulayus for the music videos on this album?
Yeah, but he's kind of a part of the band-ish. We for this album, we did make 3 videos. The last one is super silly. We kind of try we kind of try to head the vein of the previous video for the previous album, Antidote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we try to do that. Patrick is he's a big fan of the band, so he's actually out on filming videos with other band, and he's listening to our band, and people are, oh, what is it you listening to? Oh, Unrevealed's best band. So we have a very good relationship, and we always have super fun together. Also, this is just like, this band is more, yeah, as you hear, it's about having fun.
Fredrik, what message do you want to convey to your fan with Metal Gods?
Have fun.
Have fun.
Have fun. Yeah, I think it's just like, and if people like it, I'm grateful. We get some good reviews so far, so that's really good. And yeah, no, but we also feel like this album is like, yes, we did a better album than we did last time.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's also a goal. Also, it's just like, stay silly, but make it good.
Okay. And Fredrik, how do you balance the classic heavy metal influences with a modern approach in your music?
We do what we do, and we write the songs we write, and the result is what you hear. We don't try to think too much. It's more like, you know, if you don't like it, we throw it away. If we like it, we do it.
Easy.
Yes.
Perfect. We can build a better world like this.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. And how do you view the current state of the heavy metal scene worldwide?
Probably I can see when we're out playing that, like, we and the fans getting older. And probably now it's past almost 30 years since I recorded the first Hammerfall album.
Mm-hmm.
Was what I think the album that opened up for heavy metal. And probably also I remember when I was on the last show on the tour.
Mm-hmm.
Glory to the Brave. And there was only young kids people there. So probably soon it's going to be a revival again with the heavy metal music with young people. I think so.
Maybe we need more young people for the future.
Yeah, but there is young people starting playing heavy metal. I see it in the studio that, you know, young people like 18, 20 years old playing classical heavy metal. So sooner or later it will boom again. That's what I think.
Yeah, we hope so.
Yeah.
Yes. And what are the dreams you will plan for touring and live performance after the release of Metal Gods?
We recently played on Sweden Rock Festival. If you haven't been there, go there, because it's the most lovely, fun festival I've ever been playing on or visit. It's super nice.
Okay.
It's in Sweden, of course. The plan is we're going to do like a smaller festival up in Sweden, and then we're going to go and play in Prog Power in Atlanta.
In Atlanta, here in America, all right.
Yes, and there are Australian tour also, which seems to be weird, but that's something we really want to have done for many years. So now it's happening, and more than that, we have nothing like nailed down. We're talking about some festivals and so on. And I think also because of the release date of this album, which is in 9 days.
Yes.
Like, it's going to be more festivals next summer, and hopefully maybe a European tour. Probably with European tour is like there is many countries and many places, and so maybe some There are some countries in Europe we haven't played in, and that we talked about. That should we make happen. South America is also one of this kind. American tour, it's a huge country.
Maybe Canada one day.
Yeah, we talked about with the guy about Canada, but in the end we found him not so serious.
Hmm.
He was more a fan guy, so we dropped that stuff because yeah. But yeah, absolutely Canada. That's a country also I want to visit.
Yes, before the people is waiting for you here in Ontario, here in Quebec. Yes, of course.
You have to talk to your local promoter.
Yes, that was the reason I'm asking you this. He would check it. Crazy question, right?
Yes.
All right. If you could invite anyone, living or deceased, to a Dream Evil concert, who would it be and why?
Wow. I think I already done that actually, to be honest.
Who?
His name is Jimmy Åkesson. He's a leader of Sweden's second biggest political party, and I told him, I met him and said like, he's a heavy metal fan, and he was like, "Have you heard my band?" And he was like, "No." "Okay, you should listen to it." And he was like, "Okay." And then he came to a concert with his girlfriend, and then we get the message from his girlfriend saying, "We have a new favorite band."
Wow. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was he's a bit controversial here in Sweden, but I don't give a shit. He's a metalhead, and that's what I care about. So
yeah, exactly, that's important. What has been the most unexpected fan reaction you encounter?
The impact of the music, I didn't realize from the beginning how much it can mean to people. It's like one time we played a show in London, and there was a guy after the show coming up to us and say, "Hey, I traveled all the way from Canada to see your show." And he said, like, I was a metalhead in the 80s, and then I get married and get children and blah, 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 blah. And suddenly I heard one of your songs, and I was totally blown away. So I put posters, all the posters I could find with you in my bedroom, and was standing in my bed playing air guitar and listening to the stuff. And it ended up with, my wife said, "You have to choose between me or Dream Evil." So they made a deal. He took down all the posters and put them on the inside on the closet. So when she was out buying food or whatever, he was allowed to play as loud as he wants. But when she come home, he closed the closet, because he opened the closet and standing in his bed and playing air guitar when she was gone. He told me, it was like, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like 2 years ago, we played in London again. There was two Polish guys that came to see our show, and they were just like crying and hugging us, and "Oh, we love you, we love you." And it's just like, that's a very, very emotional feeling that you can.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, it gives so much joy to people, and it's a super privileged thing in the world. Yeah, people you don't know. It's just like, that's amazing.
If you had to choose a song by another artist to include in your live repertory, which would it be and why?
Oh, there's a Swedish artist. He was a junkie for many years, and then he did a song that is super positive. But if I should choose, I cannot choose "Running with the Devil" with Van Halen.
Beautiful song.
Yes, that's a song that I listen to, and like, yeah. And the guitar playing, and you know, Eddie Van Halen had such a, attack in his playing when he played.
Yes,
like, wow,
it's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
Fredrik, any last word to this interview?
This has been really fun talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
A message to your friends?
Have fun.
Excellent.
Your courage if you dare, let us fight. Show your courage.